first wanted to start with, we played in honor of JJ Lillard today, in memory of his life and what he meant. Our players wanted to dedicate this game and this win to JJ. The young man just meant so much, the way that he lived his life, the impact and legacy that he left, really maximized every day to the fullest. And, we talk about having a positive impact and leaving the world a better place than you found it. And when I think that he did that in the way that he lived, and he was really a great example for our players. But our thoughts and prayers go out to the Lillard family. I mean, Captain Lillard is one of our own. He's a former Bronco player. He's with our team almost every single trip, and what they mean, we really wanted to dedicate this game to him. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to them. It's great to be 1-0 in the MAC. Winning games in the MAC is hard. Every game is a battle. We know that MACtion, that's what they call it, MACtion, for a reason. They're exciting, and today was no different. I think winning on the road is hard, and so I was proud of the grit and resolve, the ability to overcome adversity, the mental toughness that our players showed to really overcome. We came out and we started fast. I challenged our guys to start the game fast today, and I thought that they did. We came out, we went up, our defense got to stop. We get the ball back and go right down and score to make it 7-0, and then our defense gets a turnover. We make it 14-0. But I want to tip my hat to Coach New and Ball State. I tell you what, it's a really well-coached team. I told our guys that, Coach New has been a great player in this league. He has won a championship as a coach. He knows what it takes to win in this league. And I thought that he had his team, and I knew that he would, had his team ready to go. I thought that they played their tails off. They battled back. They overcame adversity. But when we needed it the most, the men in our locker room stepped up, and there was no back down, there was no quit. The resolve and ability to overcome was really exciting to see, and I think that that's growth. That's something that we haven't seen much, in my tenure. We've talked about winning the fourth quarter. We did that today, and again, winning is hard, so I want to tip my hat and congratulate the men in that locker room. I thought our coaches and players did an excellent job. 1-0, and it feels great to be undefeated in the MAC and go 1-0, and that's the goal.
Samanza is a tough quarterback to play against, just with his, mobility. How important was it to have the linemen get their hands up? And, that was shown kind of with the batted passes, and obviously the one that led to the big interception.
Yeah, well, I started my press conference this week, and I've talked several times about their offensive production. I mean, Samanza is a great quarterback. He's leading the league in completion percentage, okay? They're one of the top teams in the league in the red zone efficiency. They were top in the MAC in terms of time of possession. They're one of the least penalized teams in the MAC. So this is a really good offensive football team, and Samanza leads that charge. He distributes the ball to the playmakers. He's really tough. His athleticism and ability to create with the ball in his hands is really underrated. I thought our guys in the fourth quarter really did a great job. We got 2 turnovers when we needed them the most. Our defense stepped up and made plays. We got 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter, and our D-line really started to affect the game by getting their hands up, affecting the quarterback that way.
You talk about completion percentage, and Hayden Wolf only misses 3 passes. Best game you've seen out of him as a Bronco?
Hayden Wolf's best game as a Bronco. In fact, I gave him an attaboy in the locker room. I mean, I thought our offensive production, we did a great job offensively being balanced. Our run game showed up again, but really to me, Hayden was the unsung hero. He was 26 for 29 for 260-something yards and 3 touchdowns. He was super efficient. He only had 3 incompletions all night. And I think when you run the ball the way that we can, and now Hayden has the playmakers on the outside to distribute the football, I thought he did an excellent job. Really just, it was his best game as a Bronco. Want him to continue to grow and, keep leading this offense. But I think it was great for him and for us to be balanced that way, run and pass.
You mentioned that Jalen Buckley was going to make his return. Were you happy with the way that he was kind of slowly worked in during the game?
Absolutely. We had Jalen Buckley and Corey Walker on pitch count, so we were only going to play them a certain number of plays. I was really happy with both of those players. I think that they made an impact. Being back really gave us, added boost on each side of the football, offensively and defensively. Buckley, I thought, ran hard early on, and so it's great to have him back in the lineup. You mentioned Jaden Nixon, but I mean, it was his third straight 100-yard game, which hasn't been done here in a really long time. You know, he had 3 touchdowns today. He really affected the game. He continues to show up in big ways and in big moments. He's got to do a better job of ball security. You know, he turned the ball over or put the ball on the ground twice. It only cost us once, but you know, we can't have turnovers. And I think that that was one of the things that showed up to me today that we've got to get cleaned up. We've been one of the least penalized teams in the MAC. We've been really disciplined, but I think we had 7 penalties today. We had, you know, turnovers, and that will get you beat. And so we've got plenty to grow on and continue to get better. We are not by any, you know, stretch of the imagination finished product. We've got a lot of work to do and a lot of things to clean up, but I'm excited about the growth of our football team, and we just keep taking little steps. And again, to me, for us to be down in the fourth quarter and to battle back and find a way to win that game, I was really proud of how they continued to fight. Never doubted. And I told our hands team when we go on, you know, there at the end for the onside kick, I said, we've prepared, we do onside kicks every single week. We're going to win this game, and we're going to recover this ball because we're prepared for this moment. And they went out and executed, and I trusted them. They did a great job there. So really proud of the way that we finished.
We'll end on this. It's been a month. You guys ready to go back to Waldo?
Really excited to go back home, to play in front of our home crowd. I mean, I think our fans, you know, since I've been there, the crowds have just brought so much energy. And to play in front of our family and friends really means so much to me, and it means so much to our guys. We're really excited to get back and play in front of our home crowd. We got another MAC game next week, so I want everybody to show up at Waldo and continue to show out. One of our goals was to be undefeated at home, to protect home turf, and it takes all of us to be great. We continue to need the energy and the noise and that competitive advantage, but thank you, Bronco Nation. We're excited to be 1-0 and undefeated in the MAC, and our goal is to go 1-0 again next week.
I can't leave this out too, but shout out to the Bronco marching band for coming down and cheering and playing the fight song in the stands.
Our band, we got the best band in the country. I love them. Those guys are awesome. They show up, and they're always the last to leave, so it's a party when they're there. Go Broncos.